Hello and welcome back to Everybody Loves Raiken, our 5th edition live play that meets every Tuesday night. Last week, it was an exciting and yet solemn affair as the party got together, Cyrus popped back into existence, and they finally executed their big plan that they spent 3 days preparing for, going around, seeing family, saying goodbyes that other people didn't really recognize as goodbyes, and preparing spells. They created their demi-plane, they covered it with Mirage Arcane, they used seeming to change the appearance of everybody inside to make it look as much like a celestial plane as possible. And then they opened the gate. They pulled Tatsuya in as he fell through the last-ditch effort to undermine your plans that he was able to find out about with scrying, to loudly blame Tiamat for what was happening to him as he disappeared in front of his followers. And then it was effectively a 7-on-1, even though in the midst of the fight, 2 angels revealed themselves to be helping him out and healing him. It was still pretty well stacked against him. And the party fought hard and dropped all the damage they could. And given that the damage wasn't rolled for it, Raiken, you still have Cord's maximum effort. They were able to fell Tatsuya Lumas, Leah delivering the final blow to her uncle, and then destroy the angels, preventing them from reviving him.
Call me Leah Uncle Killer.
Leah the Uncle Killer. Kinslayer. With the fratricide complete, Tatsuya's dying words to Raiken were, "Don't touch my shit when I'm gone." And on his person they found a leather satchel with the symbol of Bahamut that had Nistal's magic aura, making it look like transmutation magic, when in fact it was a bag of holding with conjuration magic on it. The party debated opening it, where to, when to, if to, and amidst that, Vendar, driven to know what was inside the bag, used his rogue skills to lift it off of Laramendus mid-sentence, and attempted to open it. Unfortunately for him, Jebel spotted this, and in his Displacer Beast form, snatched the bag from him. And so, we pick up as the party is deliberating over what to do with this bag, and where and when to do it. So you all...
brother.
You all stand, sit, or kneel in the celestially deported demi-plane here. Tatsuya Lumas' battered body lies on the ground, his head resting on Raiken's knees, having recently passed, and Laramendus cast gentle repose upon him. As you discuss and argue about where and when and how and if you will open this bag against Tatsuya's will, determining if this is a trick or not, you're going to all notice that the demi-plane itself, the Mirage Arcane that is making it look like a celestial plane of Bahamut, is going to ripple and distort and spark out momentarily, as a television signal becoming scrambled momentarily. And you're going to become aware of voices seeming to vibrate out of the stone itself as they slowly grow louder to you as you become more aware of them. I need everyone to make a religion check.
I'm ostensibly good at those.
I am not. I am not good at this.
Can't believe I haven't got my dice ready.
It was almost a 5 on die, but instead became a 13 on die, which becomes a 27.
Oh, yeah, I'm on this one. So that's a 5.
A 5. What was the total there, Lara?
27.
27. Okay. Raiken, what'd you get?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
25. I got it. That's one.
Wow, nice. Jebel, what do you have?
13.
You know, I had to continue from the nat 20 crit last session, so
Get them all out of the way now.
You wouldn't want to save those up for the dragons.
Yeah, we're fighting Bala, and you're just like one after another. Just only ones.
No.
Used up all your good luck now.
What was
Okay,
this again?
my religion is 12.
12. It was religion, Yuki.
Oh, of course I have 0. Wait. Yeah. So, whopping 7 for me.
Okay. So for you people of 5 and 7 repute, Vendar and Yuki, you are aware that you are hearing multiple voices in conversation, perhaps even in argument, reverberating out of the stones beneath your feet and around you. People with 10 and above, you know that you are hearing at least 2 voices. 2 voices ring out above others. Does anyone here speak Celestial?
Ash does.
Of course.
Then Ash and Raiken know that they are hearing Celestial. You know that you are also hearing echoes, undertones of Draconic as well as Infernal. They are overlapped voices when you hear this, and if you speak, I know that you speak Draconic as well, you know that what's being said in Draconic is echoing what's being said in Celestial by one of the voices.
I understand Infernal.
You know that Infernal... You speak Draconic at all? Did you get any lessons?
Some, but I don't think enough.
Okay, well, you know what you're hearing in Infernal, then. And you know that there is but one voice speaking in Infernal. People with 20 and above, you are going to understand that this demi-plane here is separated enough from the material plane, and something has transpired powerful enough to draw the attention of celestial beings, red gods, to the point that they are interacting about this. 25 and above. 2 people.
Oh, Jesus.
You have enough information going into this, and enough context about what is happening to realize that one of the voices is that of the Raven Queen.
She loves me.
Does she hate you?
It was sarcastic.
As the voices ring clearer to those that can understand, you're going to hear a malicious-sounding feminine hiss, saying, chiding, goading even, "You are just angry that they have cut off your power from him, but I can still have him."
Oh shit, is the Raven Queen and Bahamut having a little argument going right now?
There's going to be more disruption to the plane. The voices are going to rise, crescendo. And you're going to actually feel vibration of the ground beneath you. You're going to see the stone next to Raiken and his brother tear up in 4 long, deep trenches that fling bits of stone around and send sparks through the air. You're going to see the wall behind Jebel is going to completely lose its Mirage Arcane for a moment. You're going to see this ripple run through it, and the bare stone of the original plane is going to show for a moment as you see a ghostly image kind of electrically fizzle into existence and then fall to the ground and then disappear again, that image being of a large bird, likely a corvid. And you're going to hear that malevolent hiss again, calling out, louder this time, seeming not to be speaking to the Raven Queen this time, but instead saying, "You are bound by our oath. Rise and serve it. This is your last chance. Fail, and I will send you to Asmodeus' war." And at that, Raiken, you're going to feel a shudder ripple through Tatsuya's lifeless body. And
We might have a problem.
the last thing in the fight, the argument that you hear, is a less hissy, feminine voice saying, "Your actions will break the fragile peace I have brokered. I will not let you do this." And the response from the malicious-sounding hiss being, "I am not a devil like Asmodeus or Zariel. I do not follow their rules." At that, the voices are going to be drowned out by the sounds coming from within the room, as the body in your lap, Raiken, begins to thrash and writhe and grow.
Oh shit, he's growing. Oh, is Raiken? I think Raiken is he going to? Okay, I guess there's no way he can try to grapple to hold him.
Everyone here is going to be pushed away as the body of Tatsuya Lumos grows and fills the space. You're going to see his horns increase and twist even further out from his head. You're going to see that magic armor that he's wearing spark and tear and fall to the floor. You're going to see the hammer, the maul that he carries, begin to crack and break, light spilling out from within it as it shatters chunks of twisted metal with molten edges skittering across the floor away from him. You see a great sword made out of light forming in his hand. His other hand, free of any weapon or armor, grow into a draconic talon. Wings burst forth from his back as he pushes himself to his feet, and a growl roils up from within his chest as the body awakens, and he says in a voice you don't recognize, "Raiken, I'm sorry, brother. It was never supposed to be this way. I made a mistake, and now you will pay for it."
Sounds like you made a deal with the wrong kind.
He rolls his neck, and you hear the bones in it cracking and popping into place as he turns to loom over you, and he slowly opens his eyes, and they show down on you this glowing orange without pupil, something you have never seen your brother wear before. As he says, I would have done anything in the name of Bahamut, even make a deal with the devil.
What language is this?
He's speaking common.
Okay. Because I'm going to turn to Narmendis and just go, this doesn't seem good.
This was not
which one he
supposed to happen.
sold his soul to too. Didn't expect this to happen.
It seems like my initial assessment that he's an idiot stands true.
He's going to turn his face toward the ceiling, and he's going to bellow, "This wasn't part of the deal, Tiamat!" And at that malicious feminine voice is going to reverberate through the room once more and say, I'm altering the deal. Pray I do not alter it further.
She's quoting Darth Vader?
Yes.
Yeah, Ukish.
You made a deal with Tiamat so that she could come here? Is that the whole reason, actually, why to destroy the dragons?
He's going to hang his head for a moment and say, seemingly, it's hard to tell with his new devilish features, this being a face that resembles your brother only as a reflection in a warped and clouded mirror. I was going to use the deal to seal her fate. I still can.
You're a fool.
Never had a chance once you sold your soul to her.
I will kill her and take it back. You will only die. I'll do what I can to keep her claws from your souls.
I will not die, brother.
You should roll initiative.
I'm bad at that one.
I'm really good at that one.
Oh, my fingers.
I don't like where I am in this arrangement.
What?
Should we ask him what's in the bag? I mean...
Come on, what's in the bag?
Didn't get the
I'll
chance
think
to
What?
about
open
I
it.
told you not to take it!
Like, no,
could've
you told
stayed
me not to
on in the
open
bag.
it.
No, you have to do it right as he's dying and be like, brother, there's one more thing I need to ask you.
This is an impressive spread of initiatives, if only because, like, everyone's double digits, most people are high double digits, and then there's Lair.
Yep. Look, I was distracted by my 10-day-long spell distorting because of the gods, and my like flying demiplane detached from reality, like shifting in ways that it shouldn't shift. Like, this is magically very upsetting, but also interesting because, like, the implications of going into a demiplane and then doing things to attract the attention of the gods such that you're closer to them without going to their domain is fascinating.
It is. This is going to open up, whole new windows of research and study if you survive this, I'm sure.
So many people are going to die for the cause.
Right. So...
What was your roll?
What?
I rolled a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Yeah, the initiative is
Because
up
my
on the stream. I
Dex adds 3.
will start combat in the program in just a moment. Those of you that had a 15 or above on your religion check earlier are going to recognize that whatever is going on, Tatsuya, his body, perhaps his soul, has been made a devil. You guys with the high religion checks, the 25s and above, you know that he is not just a devil, but he is a very powerful devil. Judging by his size and the weapons he wields, this sword made of light, you know, is going to deal radiant damage.
It's a good thing he didn't use Cord's maximum effort.
I guess.
Now you can use it on again.
Okay.
For real this time.
Combat is back.
Boss rush.
It's fine. It's only 2 boss fights, and the first one was like, you fought one dude and his 2 friends and kicked their asses.
Yeah, but
Hey,
then
it's more like
shows up.
it's the second phase of the boss fight.
Yeah, that's what this
So,
is.
Yeah,
we
it's
do
like Dark
this, and then the
Souls.
episodes show up, and then we have to go fight the dragons. Just one after the other. No stuff.
Yeah.
The whole rest of the plan is out. Army's done. Dragons are coming to you. This demi-plane looks perfect.
One after the other.
Alright.
Just no respect, you know?
Really
You-
shouldn't have spent wish on a teleport button.
Given that Yukigaze is, wants to minimize talking, let's give him a chance to get his turn out of the way. You are directly next to what used to be Tatsuya Lumos, but it is now a large creature towering over you with devilish wings and horns and this sword made of light gripped in one hand and a red dragon talon on his other hand. His magic armor has fallen away, his magic weapon has been destroyed to create his devilish one.
So I also heard him. Well, he said he'd even make a deal with the devil to follow Bahamut.
Yeah, he said that he would do anything in the name of Bahamut, including making a deal with the devil. He then followed that up saying that it was his intention to twist the deal back on Tiamat in order to kill her, but this clearly hasn't worked out the way he intended.
27 to hit.
27
Right in the face.
will in fact hit. His AC is higher than it was, but not that much.
6, 14 magical slashing.
14 magical slashing damage. Okay, looks good. Yeah, that takes.
24.
24 will also hit.
Same number.
Another 14 magical slashing.
Yep.
Okay.
27 again.
27 will hit.
12 damage. Magical slashing.
12 magical slashing damage. Alright.
Okay.
3 good
Okay.
hits as bam, bam, bam in succession. You hit him with your swords, the Silver Fang and Ki?
No.
Kiryu?
No, it's just Silver Fang slashing 3 times.
Oh, my bad.
I have the shield on.
You're right. I keep forgetting that. I apologize. Okay. So bam, bam, bam. You hit him 3 times with the Silver Fang, and you just see that as you slash across him each time, his body kind of lurches in the direction of the slash. And you're landing good blows. He's not resisting any of it, but he is not weakening. He has been made and infused with tougher stuff.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. That is it for Yuki, which makes it his turn. So as he, kind of looms there with the brilliant sword of light hanging loose in one hand and his claw curled against the stones of the ground, kind of breathing heavily down at you after this barrage of blows. He seems to take in a breath and say, "My turn." And he is going to make up to 3 attacks.
I don't like that. Not a fan. What if it was 2?
Mm-hmm.
If I roll a nat 20 right now.
Oh, good. I like this. Alright. So he's going to make 2 attacks against you, Yukikaze. One with each hand, so he lifts the draconic talon and swings it at you. Oh, that's a big to hit. So that's going to be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Alright, on a 25 with the claw, you will receive 17 points of force damage, and then an additional 36 points of fire damage.
Oh, thank God you didn't change your stuff then.
Use
No,
the shield.
fire.
Use
Yeah,
the shield.
there's that too. I know. Just relax. Hold your jets.
By the way, use the shield.
Do you think you want to...
It says just have to make a
saving throw.
DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Alright. Roll the Constitution saving throw.
17.
17 beats 15, so... we
I take
reduce...
half
Yeah,
damage,
right.
and I store the other half.
Yes, so you'll receive 18 points of fire damage, and you will store 18 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So you raise the shield, the dragon scale, between you and the incoming blow, and there's this vortex of light that seems to rip the fire that is just bursting from between the scales of the talon and pull it into the shield like a vacuum. The rest washes over you, dealing the 18 points of fire damage, and Tatsuya, looks down with surprise in his glowing orange eyes, seeing the energy of his new form being pulled into the shield. Says, "So that's how it is." And he's going to, without barely even looking, he's going to turn his head and then just backswing with the glowing sword at Raiken. Let's see if all that AC can help you, Raiken.
Oh God.
It might help you. He just rolled absolute garbage. Yeah, that's an 18 to hit.
Yes!
That wouldn't even hit me.
Raiken smacks it away with his shield.
That's what happens when you roll garbage. Alright, you deflect the oncoming blow, and you actually kind of see a glint in these glowing orange eyes. Most of the features of your brother seem to have been twisted or lost in this transformation, but you recognize pride. As you deflect this great sword that he's wielding in a single hand. And then finally, he's going to you're going to see him cast his glowing orange gaze around the room, and he spots Lara Mendes.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he does.
No, I'm pretty sure he doesn't.
No, he does. You're right there. And you see him reach out that draconic talon, that red dragon claw, and almost to rest it reassuringly on your shoulder. You can almost see that comfort in his eyes as he's saying to you with his mind, "It'll be okay. It'll all be okay." And you realize that he is saying that into your mind, telepathically. You hear his voice in your mind, reassuring you. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not great at those.
I think he might know that.
Don't worry.
I'm not even sure you can make this.
Is it more than a 25?
Indeed.
Then I
my-
can't make it. I get
Oh
A.
my
I rolled a fucking 19 though.
Wow, so you very much almost.
I got a 24. Wait, your bonus, Raiken, your bonus is 3?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I got a 24.
Oh, okay. I thought that was without his bonus. I'm like, hold on, hold the phone.
I thought it was +3 when I was doing what my maximum was.
Ah. Unfortunately, 24
Yeah.
does fall just short. You feel like you almost overcame the power of his comfort. Unfortunately, you didn't, and therefore you will be taking 44 points of necrotic damage.
That is a lot of necrotic damage.
As he squeezes your shoulder reassuringly. You are also poisoned for 1 minute.
Okay.
While the target is poisoned in this way, they are blinded and deafened.
I don't like either of those things.
You can repeat. You can repeat the saving throw, which is against the original DC. Well, luckily there are other ways to remove. There are other ways to remove poison. But yep, you can repeat this saving throw at the end of each of your turns. But yeah, you're fucked, my friend. You're fucked.
Do you want to know how much damage carries over to me?
I do.
1.
Abjuration Wizard!
So I take my shield, just like shatters around his claw, and then just like one little bead of blood,
just coming out of the nose. But you find, while you are not physically injured, you are blessing that shield, I'm sure, you can no longer see or hear. Except that comforting coo in your mind. As he says, it won't be long now.
I think Laramen just throws up.
And that's it for his turn. Vendar, you're up.
Wonderful.
God damn it. This is gonna suck.
You just watched him bash Yukikaze in the face, swing this giant sword at Raiken, though Raiken managed to deflect it, and then comfort Laramendis. But you saw, as the power released, this flash of arcane force as his arcane ward was shattered, and you see that little trickle of blood, and that his eyes are staring sightlessly ahead.
He also looks horrified.
Yeah.
I'm sure glad they didn't attack me. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him.
Go for it.
Shoot
Roll it
Laramendis
up.
while he's down.
Are you using sharpshooter or not? I recognize that I should.
I got lucky. I'll
You'll do it.
I'll risk it.
Alright, so you're at a +6 to hit.
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna go use lucky.
Okay. Yes, burn those resources.
Alright, I missed.
You miss?
Rolled a 2 with my lucky.
Oh no!
Oh my god, you're rolling low this round. We can't have you lower
I can't hit it.
Wait, so you rolled a you rolled a 1 and then you rolled a 2?
No, I rolled a 10 and then I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, but does lucky mean you have to take the new one?
No, I can take either one, but either way it's gonna miss. It's a 16.
Okay, yeah. A 16 will
Or an
miss and a
8.
2 will definitely miss, or an 8 will definitely miss. Okay, anything else as you draw back your bow, you know, and fire the arrow, the paintbrush of purple worm poison painting the arrow, so mark off a purple worm charge, and then this firebolt streaking across the room at him.
Ha.
And he dodges it.
That sucks.
Do you want to stay where you are or go somewhere?
There's not really anywhere to go.
Backed up to the wall as you are.
He's so big it doesn't matter.
That sucks.
Alright.
I'm debating about putting Goinator away and trying to shoot him with my pistols. Though I did realize that I don't actually have the pistols on my sheet. I never put them on there. I don't know, is it just a basic pistol from that you can add there, or you want to customize one like it?
I hadn't. I had said what they were. Damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine. They roll it using, for now, you just use the same stats as the musket, just you can do it twice. I know that I had put some other stipulations in there, but I actually didn't go back and hammer those details out, so just run it like double muskets for the moment.
Okay, but I don't have proficiency with them, right?
If you don't have the... Oh, the pistols, yes, because you don't have proficiency. So, that minus your proficiency.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna put the Goinator away for now. I'm gonna try shooting the pistol the next turn.
Okay. Alright, so, at the end of your turn... I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Lorelei.
Yeah. Yeah, the short bow, just attack.
Okay.
Range isn't a problem.
Nope.
So, 18.
18. You're going to, see he raises the great sword made of light, and the little arrow from Lorelei's bow strikes the blade and then just burns to ash instantly.
No, it's higher. It's 4 more.
Okay.
It's plus 9 to hit, so I was looking at the wrong stats.
Oh, then wait, does that make it a 22?
Yeah.
Oh, 22 hits.
Oh, yay.
He does not blade. He raises the greatsword as if to swipe the arrow out of the air, and it just gets past him and plants itself in his body.
Yeah. Then he takes 4 damage. Let's see what... I think it's just magical piercing.
Is it magical? It matters if it's magical or not.
It's not, it's just piercing.
Just piercing. Okay, let me double check. He is resistant to piercing from non-magical. So, how much damage?
4, so it's 2 then.
2. Okay. Hey, it's better than 0.
He also has to do a constitution save.
Oh, okay. Constitution saving throw. Oh boy. He rolled very high.
Oh, well. The DC is 13, so I bet it.
Yeah.
More than a 24.
Constitution is gonna be a 28.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely did.
He doesn't have any plus
no,
to that one. He's just got the stat for that. So,
Devils are mean.
he withstands whatever poison is on the arrow.
Yeah. That's all she can do for now.
He kind of, like, looks at the arrow. You kind of see, like, the flame of his body burning around it, like this one flame which washes kind of over it, and the arrow shaft itself burns away, ash sprinkling down. And he looks at everyone and says, I didn't think I wanted this, but it is a damn powerful body I've been granted.
Speak up.
Was that too
I don't
quiet?
actually say that. No, I was making a joke because Lara Mendes is deafened.
I forgot. What's that, Sonny? Jebel, you're up. This thing is scary. I didn't forget about any auras or anything, did I?
It's too bad you turned off your displacer piece right before you turned into this.
What did I get for my... I got, what, 13 for my... I think I got... Was that it? 13
A 13
my,
for what?
Religion?
Yo, yeah, I think so.
What do I know about this?
You know that it is a devil, a creature from the 9 hells, and because of context, you know that it is a powerful devil that has been infused, given this power, by Tiamat. who has been residing on the first level of the Nine Hells, Avernus. You know that it's going to be fiery, so it's going to deal a lot of fire damage. You also know that demons and devils are good about fire and ice.
If only we had someone with holy magic.
The fact that it's wielding a radiant weapon probably means that it's not weak to radiant. And you know that it's going to be tough as nails, that all of its saving throws are going to be very high.
I'm going to try something, though, so I am going to try casting spell.
Okay. Yeah, you know that it may have its own ability to cast spells, but you don't know what those spells are.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're casting a spell. It does not counterspell you.
Okay. Well, it is making a saving throw.
Okay.
An intelligence saving throw.
Alright, let's see. This creature has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Fun.
Lovely.
Okay, so that's a 24. No, I lied. That's a 32.
Double fuck. Well, that didn't work.
Forgot it. It actually gets a bonus to its intelligence saving throw.
I cannot get a 32 on an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, somebody's smarter than you?
I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. It's been a long time since Laramentus was not the most intelligent.
So, does anything happen on a save?
I don't believe so, no.
Was it a cantrip?
No.
Most spells do something on a miss. Well, unless it's like hold person or something, then it doesn't. Sorry, Derek. So, was that a yes, it does a little bit of damage, or no, it doesn't?
It does the damage on the fail anyway.
Okay.
So,
what is that?
16 psychic damage.
16 psychic damage? I don't have resistance to that. It takes a full 16. You butt.
He hasn't been feeble-minded, so...
Oh, thank goodness! That would have been great! That would have been great for you. So yeah, he grabs his head with the red dragon claw, and you can see he's wincing in pain. Cries out, "Bastard! I'll make you pay for that!" Anything else?
The, what chance do I get that?
Oh god, it would have been fucked. You only get to make the save every 30 days.
That's assuming it doesn't have legendary resistance.
That's true.
It is not safe to assume he does not have it, given that,
That's why I'm not.
yeah.
I'm not.
Oh no! I'm not. Not you. Them.
I'm going to wild check back into Displacer Beast.
Okay, you become a Displacer Beast again.
Turtle.
Yeah,
Turtle.
let's use the turtle again.
3.
Unless you want to be crushing Laramentus, which is an option. Which set of squares?
He's like, I'm not gonna take that choice away from you.
I'm not. You would both be squeezing.
Tempting as it may be, but no.
Okay.
We're blinded there, Laramentus suddenly just...
Suddenly a giant Displacer Beast shoves him out of the way.
Alright.
He doesn't even know what's going on.
Anything else on your turn, or is that it?
That is it.
Okay. It teleports. Actually, it's going to be facing you.
Well, so much for plan A.
No, thank you. Go back where you were.
It just, all of a sudden, it's there, looming over you. The air around you has become hot, acrid, smells a little of sulfur, and you look up and there's just this darkened face with glowing orange eyes set in it. It says, "Feeling safe in the corner, boys."
I mean, I
No,
was gonna
thank you.
move.
Go away.
Does this teleport? Does this keep my sentinel from activating?
Yeah, it's not movement. It's teleportation.
Okay.
It's like the one thing that he could do even if you restrained him. Even with 0, even if you had hit him and gotten him to 0 movement, he'd still be able to teleport.
That's why I love
Okay.
having the free
I kinda
Misty
figured.
Steps.
But
Yeah.
I always want to make sure.
No, good thing to check. But yes, it doesn't trigger anything. So teleportation is the safest way to move around a battlefield because it doesn't trigger opportunities.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're the one where you get just free spells, aren't you, Laramindus?
Yeah, that was, I think, last level. Did his attacking Yukikaze, though, trigger a Sentinel?
I think Yukikaze has to be within 5 feet, right? No, he doesn't.
No, it's the enemy
Oh, okay.
has to make it. But like, I was waiting for
Yeah.
like a later attack, but then he attacked me, and then the Laramindus wasn't an actual like attack.
I think it counts as an attack.
Well,
I think what he did to Laramendus counts as an attack. I mean, it's listed under his attacks.
can I then just retro since
Sure.
my hit won't even
Yeah,
stop
it
him
won't stop him from
teleporting.
moving. It'll just be some damage. Go for it. It won't stop
If I
this
hit.
movement. It will stop any other kind of movement he might have wanted to take.
I don't think I hit. That's a 17.
17 will miss.
So it doesn't matter
Okay. Just note that your reaction is spent.
until now when I get it back.
You're right. It is Raiken's turn. You get your reaction back.
Raiken will move.
Raiken moves. Raiken moves just to follow him.
Yep.
Okay. He moves.
Because unfortunately, Laramindus Raiken does not have lesser restoration to take off one of your blinded or deafened.
If only there was a druid or somebody else with healing magic.
Like I tried to spell
Unfortunately,
that
there's a
magic,
displacer.
There's a displacer beast. The displacer beast looks at you. It's wearing glasses now for some reason. It says, "I'm not a doctor."
Luckily, you have a 19th level druid.
All right, Raiken, you have chased formerly your brother. You are now adjacent to him again. What do you do?
Raiken is first going to. No, he is first going to cast Magic Weapon.
Okay.
And then, if nothing happens from that, then he is going to attack.
Yeah, he doesn't stop you from casting magic weapon.
That is with the +1 now, a 31 to hit.
31, you know, I think that's gonna hit.
Just barely.
Wow.
And no, Derek, to answer your question, he does not have a magic weapon yet because he asked if he could make it a magic weapon at the place he got it fixed, and they said they don't do that.
You and me need to talk if we survive this.
You could have it enchanted at any time.
Okay. Huzzah! Not great.
But it's magical.
Yes, it is magical. So that is 2 plus
Oh,
12.
hang on. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you 2 things when you started your turn, because you got a 25 on your religion check. So this might save you a little bit of resources, and other people a little bit of resources. I wanted to wait till your turn so that you would have to share it as part of your turn, as opposed to any weird conversation that couldn't have happened as we were setting up the fight. But with your 25, a couple of things you know. One, it is resistant to slashing, piercing, bludgeoning from non-magical, non-silvered weapons. So silvered is enough to overcome the resistance. So you don't need to cast magic weapon unless you want to.
He's a werewolf.
He's a werewolf.
There's a devil.
There are a few things in the game besides werewolves that are resistant to non-magical weapons unless they're silvered. That's why silvering is kind of a magical process. I know.
That's like the first time.
The other thing you know is that as a powerful devil, he is completely immune to two things: necrotic damage and poison damage.
Fuck!
Which I have neither, except for my shield.
No, but now that is a piece of information you can, on your turn, share with your party.
Yeah, let me know.
Technically, I do have one thing that does necrotic damage.
You also know that he is resistant, in addition to those non-magical, non-silvered weapons, cold, fire, and radiant.
You probably know that one of my hardest hitting spells is necrotic, so...
What?
The part I don't like.
The effects... So, like, if you do a necrotic spell that has effects, he'll be immune to the damage, but the effects should still be able to take place, I believe. Yeah. So, like, if you hit him with Chill Touch, he won't take any damage from it, but he still can't heal. So, that means if you cast Blade, it'll do nothing to him.
Yeah.
Even if he were to fail to save.
Or shrub or something.
Yeah. He's not.
I don't think he is.
No, you're pretty sure he's not.
Okay. I'm going to keep the magic weapon. Just because...
Okay.
I know he probably still has good AC, and, like, I'll know that he's resistant to radiant, so I'm not going to do as much damage by radiant, so I need more damage from my regular.
Okay. And then if you wanted to let the party know about those other resistances, you can.
Yes. Raiken will let everyone know of those resistances. And, his weaknesses.
He has no weaknesses. He is resistant to fire.
Okay.
Fire, cold, radiant.
Not resistances.
Immunities?
Oh, okay. Yeah, immunities. Yeah. Anyways, I am going to use my Savage Attacker ability. Okay. So I'm going to reroll my melee weapon damage.
Sounds good.
Oh, great. It was one better. Thank you.
I mean, that's better.
Better's better.
Okay. So that is... I get +1 from my magic weapon as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that is 16 points of magical silvered slashing.
Alrighty. That's looking good. He takes all of it.
And 5 radiant.
5. Did you pre-reduce that for me, or do I still have to reduce it?
You still have to reduce it.
Oh, okay. So he takes 2 radiant.
I'm going to give you exactly what I...
That's perfect. I just needed to know ahead of time.
Yeah. And I can attack again.
Attack again!
Probably shouldn't try to roll a d8. I'm going to now use my Bracelet of True Striking.
Okay.
Because that was a terrible roll. Alright, that's a 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Oh, if only that wasn't the radiant dice. That's still at least 18 points of silvered magical slashing damage.
18 points.
And 8 radiant.
8 radiant. Reduced to 4. Okay. Not bad. They're starting to build up some damage on him. He's still looking pretty good. Nowhere near bloody.
Nowhere near.
Nowhere near.
It's okay. That is Raiken's turn.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in you, brother.
Feeling is not mutual. Leah, you're up.
You shared all these resistances, right?
Yes. Fire, cold, radiant, and non-magical, non-silvered weapons. Okay. And then immune to necrotic and poison.
Okay, good. Then lightning works.
Lightning will work. I don't have resistance to that. Don't do that.
A question. Is the hex still on him?
Yeah. Since, like, it doesn't really move until you move it, it can stay on an inanimate object. So, for the time that he was a corpse, I would say it's still there.
Cool. Then I'm going to use... Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Now, if you do Witch Bolt, do you lose concentration on Hex?
Hex is a concentration, you right, you have Witch, so
I will point out, and thank you for the reminder, it is my duty to remind you, Leah, since you know your own spells, that Hex deals necrotic damage, which he is immune to.
Yeah, that's true. So keeping Hex is probably not gonna do anything anyway. Yeah, again, then I'm gonna use Witch Bolt.
Okay, perfect. So we'll switch concentration to Witch Bolt as you cast that.
Yeah. Okay, that's 25 to hit.
25 to hit will hit.
Yeah. And it's a lot of D12s.
Yeah, it's like 5 of them. Don't roll all ones. Or do. Whatever. Roll the wand?
Yes.
Yeah, too.
So it's 26.
That's not half bad.
Oh, so lightning damage.
26 lightning damage. He doesn't get to resist any of it. You see him become electrified as you've been concentrating on the spell, maintaining this chain of lightning between the two of you. It's crackling in front of Lorelei, and she's kind of looking at it a little worriedly. Anything else? Gonna move? Bonus actions?
Okay, yeah, I see. I just had to remind myself how Witch Bolt actually worked. It was like on start of turn or something, but yeah, no, I actively choose to take the...
Yeah, you have to spend the action to deal the damage, but at least you don't have to make a roll after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stand here for now.
Okay. As the lightning crackles over Tatsuya's body, turns his face towards you, his shoulders following slightly, and he looks at you with this sadness in his eyes, this face that barely resembles the uncle you just killed. And he says to you, out loud, says, "My niece, you killed me once already, and now you would try it again.
You wouldn't have to if you stayed down.
It brings me no joy to do this, you know." And he's going to open his draconic mouth, and you're going to see a glow, a fiery orange glow in the back of his throat, and a bolt of fire is going to zip across the room towards you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
Yeah,
interesting.
It's really strange.
I was expecting Dex, to be honest.
Yeah, same.
Remember, +3.
Wish I could have made a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I get the +3 from Raiken.
Anyone gets my +3 because this room is so small.
Right.
Would have gotten a 28.
As the bolt is flying across the room, you just hear a voice in your mind saying, "Burn, immolate."
Well, that's 29.
29?
Yeah, I have advantage in wisdom saves, and I get a +3, so I have a +11, and then I rolled an 18.
Advantage, huh? Nice. 29's high enough to beat it.
Haha!
And
So,
it
nothing happened?
it does nothing on a if you save, it does nothing. So as this bolt of compressed fire is flying at you, and you hear the voice in your mind saying "burn," "immolate," you kind of you shut your eyes and you kind of try to expel the voice from your mind using your wisdom saving throw. And when you open them again, the firebolt just vanishes from the air like a mirage. The rest of you see none of that happen.
I am the mother of dragons.
That sad and apologetic expression he was wearing before has shifted to a mask of surprise as the chain of lightning continues to connect you. Cyrus, you are backed into this corner by this large creature that smells of rotten death and eggs.
Oh no, not the eggs.
Alright. For my action, I'm gonna cast something I know it's resistant to at this point, but I don't have better options for confined space.
Okay.
Sunbeam. So I need to make a Constitution saving throw as I shoot a line through it and past Raiken.
Are you able to shoot it past Raiken without hitting Raiken?
It's a 5-foot beam, so I should be able to put it straight down the path.
Ah, I see. Yes, that would be acceptable. Constitution saving throw?
Indeed. If it is undead for any reason or an ooze, it has disadvantage.
Okay, it is neither an undead nor an ooze. And it rolled a nat 20.
Of course.
It only rolls nat 20s on your saving throws, my friend.
Yeah, well, that's why I picked this one and not the one that's safe for nothing. This is safe for half still.
Oh, okay. So... Con saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah, 29.
I mean, assuming it's bonuses 3 or more.
Yeah, it's 3 or more.
Alright. So then, the base damage is... I rolled it while Leo was taking her turn to try and speed things up.
Fine, please. Just read it off.
21 points of radiant damage.
21 points of radiant damage, so it's resistant to radiant, so that'll be reduced to 10.
Wait, to say 20... Did I say 21?
You said 21 just
sorry.
now. Did you mean something else?
I meant 31, sorry.
31! Okay, that'll be reduced to 15. Much better.
And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Firebolt, because I need to cast a fire spell for fire resistance.
Probably a good idea, since it'll probably hit you with fire.
Yep. So I believe that's at disadvantage, since I'm point blank.
Yes. Since he teleported right up to you, disadvantage.
Does a 34 hit.
With disadvantage? Impressive. And yes.
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Oh, what? You rolled a what?
I rolled a 19 and a 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Then please take 30 points of fire damage.
That's impressive, too. That'll get reduced.
Some of it's increased by the class feature, which I think I still have, but just not the feat.
Gotcha. I'll allow it. 15. Okay. Numbers.
And so I'll spend, and from casting a fire spell, I will spend a sorcery point to get fire resistance for the next hour.
Yes, you have resistance to fire.
Now, this is a halfling feature I'm going to inquire about, so I don't really know where this falls.
Yeah.
Can I move through his space?
You shape-shifted into a halfling, right?
Right.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
Alright. I can only get to there, but at least it gives me more options to run afterwards.
Alrighty. Vendar, you've been abandoned in the corner.
Hi, Raiken.
Oh.
That's my turn.
Look at all the guys over there. You want to hit them, not me.
He just sort of
Sunbeam
grins.
also produces light in his concentration.
And his concentration. Is there any problem with you running in your own sunbeam?
Oh, it's a... Like, it shoots a line, doesn't stay there. Like, I just get to shoot a new line every turn. It's similar to Witch Bolt, but I don't have
okay. So
he's got, like, a ball of light in his hand, and it can shoot laser beams.
Okay, so the ball is glowing, and you can shoot a laser beam each turn if you want to. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. Lara Mendes, you are blind and deaf.
It is true. Both of those things are accurate statements of Lara Mendes' current situation.
That's why he's facing the wall.
So the deafened condition doesn't say anything about casting spells. So I would like to cast Blade Ward.
Alright, please roll me a D100.
That'd be a 27.
Okay, it's going to fail.
Okay. And then I think Lara Mendes is going to back into this corner.
Alrighty.
And, like, brace himself against the wall for something solid to be, like, touching.
It doesn't smell like death in this corner, or it smells less like death in this corner. He's probably not over here.
I was gonna do that even if he was there, so he was gonna take an attack of opportunity against me.
Well, it's a good thing he decided to move. Alrighty. Yeah.
And then I can't make my con save. So...
True. It is impossible for you to make the con save.
I would have gotten an 11.
Okay, that would have failed. Yeah, but it's like, what does deafened even do otherwise?
So you wouldn't be able to identify like, you couldn't roll perception for sound and identify, like, where somebody is. Like, if you were in darkness, you couldn't identify where somebody is.
Yeah.
Or if they were in darkness, like, you couldn't identify the square and all of that, I think, is the main point of it in this edition. Because in 3.5, it was the 20% chance of failure for spells.
Oh.
I don't remember what it was in 4th edition.
I had run on 50, but 20, I guess, if we do...
I think it was 20. I can pull it up just to find out for sure.
I was running on a 50% chance. Just for full disclosure.
In 3.5... Yeah, -4 to initiative. Listen, 20% chance of failure when casting a spell with verbal components. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Blade Ward will assist me in any real way, so yeah. I don't care.
Well, it's
mostly like, what is a spell that I can cast that I don't need to see something or, like, have a better idea of the battlefield?
We'll go with 20. You have Blade Ward, and you're backed into the corner. Anything else?
That'll be my turn.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run and give Stella her medication.
That's fine.
I can't counterspell or projected ward or anything, so I have no useful reactions to jump in, so no worries there.
Alrighty. Yukikaze, you're up again!
I will... Lots of swings.
Alright, swing it up.
Rolling that one on that one.
Okay, that'll miss.
And 27 for the second one.
That'll hit.
I'm going to expend a superiority dice to do trip attack.
Alrighty, we'll roll a strength saving throw. Which he beasted. That's a 26 on the strength saving throw.
Alright, well, at least I got some out of it. I max rolled damage.
Very nice. What is the damage?
It's 26.
26 points of magical slashing damage. Not bad.
And third one. 30 to hit.
30 hits. Damage. Any superiority die on this one? Try to disarm him of that giant greatsword.
No, I actually decided beforehand I was going to do one of two things, but I missed my first attack. So I'm going to do Distracting Strike.
Okay.
So this one will give someone else advantage on their attack, and it's the next person.
Okay. And he doesn't have to save against it, it just happens?
It just happens.
Cool.
Yep.
Excellent.
16 magical slashing.
16 magical slashing.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. He does not seem to do anything in response, but now it's his turn, so he's going to do something in response. Vendar, you look so small in that corner.
Yeah, I'm not a good target. Hit the big guys over there. They're the good targets.
You look so lonely. Why don't we give you a friend?
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, you want to make friends with the glowing sword, right?
No.
I think you do.
I'm good.
I'm thinking glowing sword friend. Oh, crappy. That's going to be a 21 to hit.
Yeah, crappy is still good enough to hit me.
Hooray. Then as the sword strikes you, it's going to be 17 points of radiant damage.
And I will use my reaction to have it.
Okay, so you're going to be having the whole thing. It's a 2-part damage, but you have everything. So that means half of 17 is not 9, 8. So 8 points of radiant damage and 18 points of fire damage.
26.
26 total after being halved.
Ow.
Alright, I need to check if this thing recharges. It recharges! Yay! Vendar. Everybody else has probably got a good constitution save.
Hey, no. No. What? No. Please, no.
But Vendar, you want to make a constitution save, don't you?
I really don't, especially if it's not the same thing that Lair had.
You're just going to hear in your mind, hey, it's okay. It's going to be okay. Everything
That's wonderful. I'm gonna die.
will be okay.
Because it's the same thing with Lair, then I am also incapable of succeeding.
That hand is going to come down, and it's a constitution save.
That's not good.
Remember that +3 from Raiken, though.
Yeah, with the +3 from... What's the highest you can get?
A 25.
Okay, that's too low.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So, get blasted for 44 necrotic damage.
Wonderful.
And you are poisoned, which means that...
Can I use my lucky to try to... Wait, no, it's never mind. It's an attack. It's not an attack roll.
No.
You're gonna die.
Maybe. So while you're poisoned, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and also while you're poisoned, blinded and deafened. So everything goes dark, and all you can hear is that voice in your mind telling you, it's going to be okay. I'm going to make the world better.
Alright. Raiken's going to react after that.
Okay, you may react. He's got one more thing to do, but you may react. As he...
Damn it!
Still...
blasts Vendar.
I'm not able to hear, so it doesn't fucking do anything.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, you have no idea that your friends are coming to your rescue. I'm sorry, your friend is coming to your rescue.
Okay, let's see. Let's
Never
see. This one,
forget
let's
that
see.
Cyrus abandoned you.
Okay, that's better. That is that's a 31 again.
31 will hit. So his movement speed is reduced to 0.
Yes.
What is the damage?
Huzzah! Okay, these dice have been rolling pretty decently. These two that I'm using.
Remember
that
your +1
is-
from magic weapon.
Yes. Oh, I forgot. No. Okay. That is 19 points of magical silvered slashing.
Okay, that'll all go through.
And 7 radiant.
7 radiant will reduce to 3. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. The number I wrote down was wrong. Okay. Cool. He is not yet bloodied. But he is going to be distracted by this blow that you landed on. Oh, hold on. Did you roll with advantage?
No.
You should. Roll one more die and see if you crit.
I did not.
Okay. Because of the distracting strike that Yuki did.
Yep.
Ah.
Okay.
That sucks.
So he's not yet bloodied, but he does, turn his attention from Vendar, who he's been, probably he was about to kill. And he's going to thrash out at you with his, draconic, red dragon claw and say, "I'm busy, little brother!"
You were always too busy for me.
There we go. Oh no! That's a crit.
Oh no.
That's not good.
That's not good.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
So it definitely hits. On a crit.
Oh, this is to make up for the last one.
This is to make up for the last. You deflected. He was proud of you, and now you're bothering him.
I really pissed him off.
Yeah, this one's gonna hurt. On a crit, that is 34 points of force damage.
Oh my god.
You might die.
Are you freaking serious?
Because it's
Is
70.
it gonna pull a Raiken?
It's 72 points of fire damage.
That does not kill me.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know how much you had left. I'm just like, that's 100 damage.
Don't worry. It only just bloodied me. I had max health.
Okay. I didn't know you had max health. But do remember that this is force damage, which means that you don't reduce it with your armor mastery.
Yep, I took the full damage.
Okay. So yeah, 34 and 72 for 106. 106 points of damage. So yeah, you get slammed by his fist.
205 HP. I'm down to 99.
So, Vendar, would that have killed you?
Oh yeah, it killed me. I have 46 pounds.
he would have been dead from massive damage, not even death saving throws. So you saved his ass.
It's
Never let him forget that.
This is why Raiken's the tank. He just can't take 2 crits. So,
alright, just hope you don't get crit again. Maybe heal or something, I don't know. That's all 3 of his things, and you reduced his movement to 0, so he ain't going anywhere. Vendar, it's your turn to, what are you gonna do? You're blinded and deafened and poisoned. Really
You didn't want to teleport again?
You should go fishing in your bag for a healing potion, and then let me roll to see if you grab one of the purple worm poisons instead.
Honestly, I was
if
thinking
he
about just.
fished into the
I don't have
bag.
any healing potions.
Oh.
At this point, I'm very hurt. I can't see or hear anything. I know he's right there.
Oh no.
I'm considering just pulling out the nitro and doing a suicide.
Oh, this is fun now. What's it gonna be?
Wait, don't you have blind sight though?
Only if I can hear, and I can't, so nope.
Oh, bummer.
Really? That's stipulated in there? You have to be able to hear?
Yep. That's
Oh,
what it says.
shit! Okay. They did find a way to fully nuke your senses.
Tristan.
Yep.
If you are able to hear, you are aware of the location of any hidden or invisible creature within 10 feet.
Oh, shit.
I also need you to stop giving us enemies that are immune or resistant to poison, because I can never use my shield!
I'm sorry. It's just such a common... Like, the most common resistances are fire, cold, and poison. It's why I always chose an acid dragonborn, so that I could use my breath, and almost nothing was immune to acid. You know, except every slime ever born or created, depending on what lore you're running. Alright, so... What's it gonna be?
Yo, what's my
Are we gonna die hard this shit?
I don't want to die. But I'm probably gonna die anyway, so...
Or Terminator 2. Ooh, yeah, like Terminator 2. You're sitting in the corner dying, and then you hit the dead man switch.
I just imagine Squeaker's on his head, like patting him one way, patting him one. Aim this way, up this way.
Oh, like Ratatouille.
Just in your mind, Squeakers. Dying for your friends is still dying in the name of cyanide. Your convictions.
Okay. I'm gonna reach into my bag of holding and think about the nitro.
Oh, man. Well, you know that they're all wrapped up and padded, so you can find them pretty easily. Oh, yeah, that's right. They just come to your hand. Ah, damn.
Yeah.
Bags of holding. I couldn't get you to drink
I'm
purple
gonna
worm poison
grab
after
one
all.
of the vials.
Alright. Just one? You don't want to double fist that shit?
I want to save it.
Oh. I want to save it for, you know, that time when I'll be alive after this.
Fine, I'll take two.
I'm gonna save it for later.
I'm going to save it for later.
I'll take 2 vials.
Didn't you buy like 6 or something?
About 5.
5. It's not even half your stock.
You know what happened the last time someone said that? They got their whole party got crit.
Alright.
That's why I chose to use it.
So, you reach into your bag, and you think about the vials of nitroglycerin, and these 2 vials rise up into your hands. You can feel the padded, cushioned wrapping around them. And you bring your hands out of the bag, out of the pocket dimension, you know, and quickly flip the flap closed, and hold them out to the sides. You can't see, you can't hear, you can still smell, and you can still feel that this guy is right next to you. And you just bring the 2 vials together, smashing them between your hands. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, who has the scales again?
That guy!
Guy who's about to blow up.
Okay. I am going to need...
I really hope you guys can revive me. Hope this doesn't just kill everybody.
I am going to need Cyrus, Raiken, Yukikaze, Lorelei, and Jebel to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, I still have halfling luck.
Because it's a halfling racial feature and you polymorphed it into a halfling? It's a feature and not a feat, right?
Correct.
Okay, then yes.
You said Lorelei, but not Leah, right?
Not Leah. Lorelei,
Okay.
the 3 guys around the demon, or the devil, excuse me, and the Displacer Beast.
Yeah.
So do I get Raiken's bonus?
Everybody gets Raiken's bonus.
Oh,
Lower
that makes
lifestyle?
mine a 23.
I have a 32.
26.
32, 26, 23. Okay, I need Raiken and Lorelei.
16.
I put in a mulligan,
Okay.
and that die is not getting used again.
Okay, mulligan received. Go for it.
That didn't roll much better. That's an 8.
That's an 8 total.
Can I give him another mulligan?
I think it's a one. I think we determined that it's a one per thing.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, am I dying too now?
Hold on. I have an inspiration I can give him.
That'll allow.
Okay, not using that die. I'm down to 2 d20s that haven't failed me in some way or form.
Please roll well.
Okay, that one did better. That was a 20.
A 20. Okay. All of you succeed.
Oh, thank God.
Vendar, you automatically fail, and the devil fails because of I had the DC lowering the farther out you were, so people at the farthest ring, which was most of you, had the lowest DC to pass. Now for some damage.
Thank you, Yukikaze. And also thank you, Vendar, for
Oh, that's
for
just
trying.
unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. You grabbed the good nitro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow. 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 Okay. Yeah, that might be the sacrifice that does it. Honestly. Because... I never told you what the damage on the nitro was when you bought it, right? I said I'd figure it out later.
Yep.
Cool. So now you know it's 1d100 plus 40. And I rolled a 97 and an 85.
Oh my God.
So 80 plus 85, 165 plus 97 is almost 100, so 265 minus 3, 262 points of damage.
Holy shit.
So Vendar's very dead.
I'm glad I can't hear anything.
You just feel a wave of heat and a rumble.
I can't even hear anything.
You don't need to
Vendar
hear
is
an
bloody
explosion to
chunks all
feel
over
it.
the ground. Exactly what the guy warned him about what would happen. Wait, there were the pistols. Did you add them?
I don't know if it matters at this point.
You're worried about your pistols right now?
I just noticed that
I mean, you pulled them out, so they're non-magical. They might be pistol smithereens, but here's the good news. You put away the bow, so maybe that's not bow smithereens.
I hope we fixed it.
Alright, so...
First we need to figure out if we can fix you.
262 damage.
I trust you guys can revive me.
10%.
Nice
Dude, I
drugs.
don't
That was
think
easy.
that's within the
40%.
bounds of Revivify. You're a
Minus
paste.
60%.
We have the
20, 40, 60.
ability to revive people that we don't even have the body of, don't we?
26. 52.
I
If I
certainly
can find a
don't.
piece of you.
There's gotta be bloody chunks to me.
Oh yeah. All I need is a piece.
I did not expect
don't wanna-
this, but this is
You
amazing.
wanna turn me into something else, though?
If that's the only option.
I guess.
At 200 damage, you're probably powdered.
Okay.
Might not even be mattered at all.
Sorry, I'm doing some numbers here.
That would have been enough to outright kill me.
Punch
with
those.
full health.
Punch those numbers into your calculator and it goes, hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Yukikaze, excuse me, you made your save, so you will be taking, based on distance, half of 158, so 79. You'll be taking 79 points of force damage from this explosion. The other 4 of you, which is Cyrus, Raiken, Jebel, and Lorelei, will be taking half of 108, which is 54 points of force damage.
And I'll be taking 0 because I'm a displacer beast.
Because you made the save, you take nothing?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so, Vendar, you take 262 points of force damage, and you are vaporized.
Very dead. Very dead.
How much did you say Lorelai took?
54.
I mean, she poofs.
Yeah. Everybody else is fine. Does anybody need their damage repeated?
Did Larry Mendes take damage?
No.
Okay.
I don't have it dissipate to 0, I just only had it go out, 15 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, Elmo. Oh, goodness gracious.
Is there any chance that Vendar's evasion keeps him from being completely killed? Or is he just still paced?
I didn't get the chance to save.
He automatically fails dexterity saving throws because he's blind and deaf. He doesn't know the,
With evasion, if you fail, you still only take half.
Okay, you only take 181 points of damage, Vendar.
That's still more than... I had 43.
I wasn't pushing whether I downed him. I was just curious if it kept him from being complete paced.
I mean, there's stuff left, it's just all over. There's something you can use, there's just not an intact body. There is not an intact body.
I got some chunky salsa in here.
Yeah, there's a fine red mist going on.
Squeakers is okay since he's like a divine.
That was amazing. Now I have to find out if this thing survived it.
Sure hope he did.
So it would have taken 210 points of damage, which brings it to 438 points of damage. And it only has 420 AC.
AC 420.
I'm sorry, HP.
Oh, we're never hitting that guy.
420 HP.
I've been hitting it.
Yeah, you can't hit it. It just stands there and, like, shrugs at you all day. Amazing. Not how I saw that going, but honestly, amazing.
That fucker wants to kill me. I'm taking him with me.
You absolutely did. Did anybody else end up going with him? Like, Yuki, you took a big chunk of damage. That was a big hit at 79 points. Are you okay? Are you alive?
Yeah, and also something I didn't mention to you earlier, or forgot to point out, was that with complete armor set, I am immune to Chosen Element and Born Element.
Okay, and so you were immune to fire and cold, is that correct?
Yeah, so that 118 I didn't have.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. You didn't take any of that. So yeah, all the fire damage didn't do anything to you.
So I'm bloodied, but I am perfectly fine.
Excellent. Cyrus, are you still alive?
Is this that meme?
Yeah, I'm fine. We still haven't even hit Cyrus hit points. We're still on Dragon hit points.
Cool. And Raiken, 54 points of damage. How'd that find you?
I had 99, so I'm like I was bloodied. Now I'm
200 something
bloodied.
HP.
Yeah, I had 205 to start with. I'm now down to 45.
Alarma just didn't know what was going on either. Just cowered in the corner.
Just feels like shake and is like, I hope that was good. I hope that was good.
Okay. So, wow. Fucking wow. I don't know if this is the right one. Nope, that's not the right one. That right one? Yeah, that looks right. Wow.
I'm honestly a little confused at what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you know that there was an explosion. You saw the big flash, and you saw the effects of it, but, yeah, just all of a sudden, you didn't see Vendar do it because of the statues between you. You just know that there's an explosion where he was.
I just still have a concern.
Okay.
I am drawing a blank at who got the scales.
I had the scales.
So...
Well, magic items don't usually get damage. Right?
Well, keyword usually.
I certainly hope not, because I would assume they're in your bag of holding.
They are.
And if the bag of holding got damaged, we have a whole new side quest to go do.
Doesn't it just spill them?
No, it spills them if you turn it inside out. If the bag of holding gets ripped, it jettisons them into the astral sea.
Nice. Okay. So. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of how I want to describe this. You see a warping of the area in the Mirage Arcane. Everything kind of seems to bend in a sphere around where Vendar was, and then just, like, slowly kind of wobbles its way back like a plate of gelatin. Where he was, those out here that can see it, yes, I know, you're blind, Lair, it's okay. Those out here that can see it, especially those who felt the impact of that blast, one, that hurt, two, what the fuck. You see this area is just blackened and reddened, in the aftermath. You see, the towering, hulk of the devil, that your brother became, kind of, falls to its knees, and then just bends backward like a Russian, fall, what do they call it, dead drop, and you can see that, like, half of the front of him is just gone, exposed interior flesh of this devilish being, and it looks very dead. As this happens in the room, the echo of the blast kind of just begins to die away, being absorbed by all of you in here. And, you know, the ringing in your ears starts to finally come down. All of you are once again going to begin hearing those celestial voices. Even through the deafness, it seems to rattle inside your mind. As you hear that voice that you now know to be Tiamat, hissing angrily, "You have failed me for the last time, Lumos. I'm sending you to Asmodeus now." And you kind of see the body, like, shift and settle a little bit, but in a bit of an unnatural way, almost like something unseen is touching and moving it. And as this is happening, you're going to hear that voice come back again and say, "What? What is the meaning of this?" And you're going to hear a smooth, masculine voice speaking very calmly, saying, "You weren't born a devil, but for the time being, you are one. And so, you will follow my rules, and you will never endanger my agreements with other gods. And you're going to hear, like, a hiss of injury, and this voice of Tiamat recede, sounding like she's been hurt. And the room is going to once again warp as this humanoid figure, very well deported, looking like a tiefling with a black goatee and a suit, appears in the middle. He just sort of straightens his tie as he looks around the room. And he's going to turn toward the nearest person, which, because he's appearing in the middle, is going to be Yukikaze. Yukikaze, there's this tiefling with, horns curving back over his head, and this very fine black suit on. He's going to say, I apologize for the inconvenience my subordinate caused you. She did not have the authority to do what she did. I want to make sure you all know, he says, spreading his hands and twisting his torso to kind of make eye contact with as many people as he can, that this is not the way hell does business. And I hope that I can look forward to your patronage in the future, as a show of goodwill. I will give you this as an apology. And he's going to hold out an amulet on a silver chain to you, Yukikaze. I assure you there is no trick and no deal here. Unfortunately, due to the circumstances, I couldn't convince any of you to make a deal today, if I wanted to. But, for the hope of future dealings, I want you to have your friend's soul back. Do with it as you please. You may release it to the Raven Queen, you may put it back in his body. I don't care. I want you to know that we are always fair and straightforward when we make deals.
So I'll slowly reach out and receive it.
He will wait until you're holding the chain below his hand before he simply opens his fingers and lets the rest of the chain fall over your clutched fist. He's going to say, see? Nothing to worry about. I look forward to any future dealings we might be able to make. You can always find me in the hells. And with that, there's going to be a puff of flame, and the suited man is going to disappear.
I feel like Larry Mendes is content having not actually seen Asmodeus.
Well, you're only poisoned for 1 minute. So you probably did catch the end of his speech, your vision slowly coming back to you, rubbing
the first thing that Larry Mendes sees is just Asmodeus holding this necklace, with Yukikaze grabbing it.
Yeah. And then him disappearing in a puff of flame and smoke. Vendar. Vendar.
Roll for death save.
Oh, no, definitely not. No death saves.
They're like almost twice my full health and damage.
You are going to find yourself standing on this endless starscape, looking about. You can feel Lord Squeakers II on your shoulder, as he, kind of chirps and chitters, looking around. And you find that after a moment there are wisps of mist or cloud rushing past you, and you can see this you feel like you're standing on solid ground, but you can't see the solid ground. And as you stand on the solid ground, it is zooming toward a landscape beneath you, and this landscape is this pale white gray, craggy, arid place, and in the middle of it is this large, partially crumbling stone structure, like a great cathedral or church or mosque, one of these great temple-like places. And as you get closer and closer, you find that this thing is just massive in scale, and more than that, you can see other creatures moving about, both humanoid solid forms and just motes of light wisping here and there. And as you are brought by this invisible escalator, elevator, whatever it is that is happening, to land on the ground in front of this place, there is going to be a rushing of feathers that forms a small cyclone in front of you. And as the wind dies down, the feathers are going to fall to the ground, revealing a tall humanoid woman, wrapped in a black cloak, hooded, with a porcelain mask of a human face, staring down at you. She is exceedingly tall and willowy. And as she reaches towards you, Lord Squeakers is going to chirp up and say, "This one's bound for Sayanine. He served her well." And the woman wrapped in black is going to nod slowly and continue extending her hand towards you. Say, "Vendar of House Draknir, I welcome you to the Shadowfell, and I will guide you to your goddess, Sayanine."
Okay. I'm rather hoping to be revived.
She is going to... Her hand is still extended towards you, but you're going to see her give that same slow nod that she gave to Squeakers. And she's going to say, "I suspected that would be the case. I have had reason to keep my eye on you and your friends lately. Would you care to sit with me while we wait to see if your friends have a way to revive you?"
Yeah.
There's going to be another rush of feathers as a cyclone forms around you. And you find that as they fall away, as the wind dies down, you are now in a large gallery or library as of a huge mansion, multi-story, with sliding ladders over bookshelves, and you and she are seated opposite each other at a small table that has a pot of tea and 2 cups steaming on it. And she sweeps a hand over it and says, "Please, if I am not to take you to Sayanine, we can at least wait in comfort."
I appreciate it.
And you are able to spend a bit of time. Is there anything... She is very quiet other than these explanations that she's given you thus far. Other than accepting her gracious gifts of time, patience, and tea, is there anything that Vendar would say to the Raven Queen? You've thus far avoided meeting her, despite that your friends have come here a few times.
Yeah, I guess you would wonder, because he's killed a lot of people, and a lot of innocent people. So I guess you'd wonder if he's, what her thoughts are on that and stuff, or if he's done anything to redeem himself for it.
She's going to You notice that she does not, even though there were 2 steaming cups, and while from time to time she'll take one up in her hand and set it back down, you never see her bring it to her lips. She never removes the porcelain mask. But she seems to otherwise make this mimicry of enjoying the tea with you. And she takes a moment, seeming to pause with the cup in her hand before her face. And she appears to think about this a moment before, lowering it toward her other hand, and swiveling her neck so that the mask is more fully looking at you. She says, "I have no opinion whatsoever on the manner of one's death. Were they murdered or died of old age? Were they a murderer in life or a saint among humans? That does not concern me, Vendar. So, I am certain it isn't the answer you're looking for. But in my eyes, there was never anything for you to redeem. As a matter of fact, before Sayanine scooped you up, I had considered reaching out to you, since you were so very skilled at bringing about the ends of others, which is of value to me."
Does that make sense?
If you're asking if I think you're a good person, Vendar, my answer is I have no opinion on that whatsoever, and I am sorry. I don't mean it hurtfully, but I don't care.
Yeah, I figure. There's a lot more than us, yeah.
But being that we are here and should try to enjoy one another's company until you are pulled again back into the tumult and torpor of life, perhaps my insight would be more comforting to you, and I will tell you that if Sayanine selected you, sent you a companion, and allowed you to keep that companion to continue whispering in your ear through your life thereafter, then I suspect you were at least living up to her measurements. Does that feel better?
A bit. Thank you.
You kind of see her, struggling to find something to say to that. She goes, good. Anything else you would ask her? Giving you this opportunity before we find out if the party will revive you. What time is it? Okay, we got time.
Yeah, I think that's all I'd ask.
Okay. Then you will continue to sip this tea with her. She's very quiet, and you now know that she has no opinion other than that you were very good at killing, and she liked that.
Yeah.
But she does not ask anything of you.
Can I just ask a question while this is going on?
Yes.
Do I know what happened to, Larmendis? The effect, the thing that the guy did to him?
You know that he is unresponsive to visual and audio cues, so you know that he is blinded and deafened. You can roll medicine.
That's 11 is 15.
Okay. You can tell by the look of him and the symptoms that he is under the effect of some kind of very strong poison, and that if you could cure the poison by some means, that the rest would go away. This is stuff that you can have figured out during combat, but again, it only lasts about a minute, so it would have worn off while Asmodeus was still there.
No, okay, no, that's fine.
So he's actually after Asmodeus disappears, he's fine. Like, he's recovering.
Fine is a relative term.
Fine is a relative term. He maybe needs healing. I don't know.
I suppose, honestly, like, if we are speaking relatively, Laramentis is very fine compared to most everyone else in this room.
1 point of damage, you bitch! Okay, so, those of you here in this demi-plane, which had been wobbling, a rockin' and a rollin', now seems to have settled out. You no longer hear the arguing voices of the gods. Once this suited tiefling departed you in his puff of flame, everything seemed to normalize, go back to the way things were when Laramentis first opened this demi-plane to you, with the exception of the nasty gelatinous corner that was Vendar and the blasted intermingling goo that is half of Tatsuya. So.
Wait, can I tell which is which?
Tatsuya is still mostly intact, but of the mingling goo, some of it you can tell apart. Like, some that is definitely more like devilish vitriol, and the other is more human giblets.
I'm picking up a human giblet.
Okay, you pick up a human giblet. You think it might have been a part of his pancreas.
Excellent. I'm casting a spell. It's going to take me an hour.
He's casting a spell. It's going to take him an hour. Is anyone going to stop him from casting the spell, or interrupt him, or ask him what he's doing at all?
I think Laramentis is going to say... May I...
What are you
stops for a minute as he's looking at everything over there.
Trying to figure
Does
out
not
what the hell
approach.
Oh. Yeah, no, go through this first. I'll interrupt later.
May I ask what happened? He's very much staying in his corner.
Leah just looks shocked and nauseous.
Vendar sacrificed himself and blew himself up and Tatsuya.
Only killed Tatsuya by 18 points, though.
Damn.
Yeah.
Barely killed him.
Barely killed him. Like, I actually, for a moment, I thought he might survive it, and that would have been amazing. And terrifying.
Terrifying, yes.
I think Laramentis probably has enough of his faculties to ask about the bag of holding while he looks at the pile of everything.
Yeah.
So Laramentis will say, is his bag intact?
Which bag?
Yeah, you don't see anything there. There's some twisted bits of metal that probably used to be the pistols. And, like, some little tiny patches of leather that probably used to be the bag.
Oh, that sucks.
Fuck!
And this is why you should let me hold them. Yeah, we can't exactly...
Remind me why we decided to have them in the same pouch?
Because they cancel each other out. He only had 2 of them.
It's true. We needed those.
That puts a
I
damper on
only had
things.
one of them. I only had the black scale.
You only had 1 of them?
I only have the black scale.
Oh. Who's got the other 2?
I do.
Oh.
Okay.
You've only lost 1.
That
And
does
the red
make things nicer.
Yeah. And the red and green.
All my shit, though. That sucks.
Oh, don't worry. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to go find it.
I think
Hopefully
we
it's all
might
together.
need to create a simulacrum that's purpose is to be sacrificed to wish for things from the astral sea.
We just wish that the bag of holding was never destroyed.
So, possibly.
That's dangerous. That's too dangerous of a wish.
So, nobody interferes with Jebel as he spends an hour casting his spell.
Can I roll Arcana to know what he is casting?
Well, that's
Yes.
what Raiken was just gonna straight up ask, like, what are you casting?
It's a
Right.
19 on die for my Arcana.
While you're casting,
39.
you can't really be distracted, so if you answer the question, you have to start over.
I got a 39 in my Arcana to
Okay.
know what he's casting.
You know what he's casting.
Are you casting Reincarnate?
Of course he's casting Reincarnate.
I would need to roll to know that.
Laramendus, I mean, I rolled to know that, but Laramendus, actually, I don't think I could fail to know that, honestly.
Knowing
But maybe a higher DC because it's not a wizard spell, so I might have actually been able to fail that. But Laramendus will answer the question that he's casting Reincarnate. I mean, I would not be able to cast other resurrection spells, so I see no reason to stop him. We can discuss Vendar's situation with him after the results of the spell.
Depending on what he's reincarnated into.
It's not something bad.
I hope it's a drow, just because.
Bork.
Do you like being a bugbear?
It turned into an elephant man.
Alright, if...
I was just gonna say, like, it's a D100, but it's it doesn't include all the extra races that got added in.
I vote we modify the table so that it includes any
Maybe
of
I'll
the
get
player
it to back
races
seat.
that Tristan would allow us to be, and split it up evenly amongst them.
Okay, that sounds like work, but yeah.
We're at the end of this. I will do that.
Okay, make the table for me.
In between sessions.
Okay.
I hope I'm with the backseat.
So nobody is interfering with that then.
Correct.
Okay.
I was gonna fuck up all my stats and shit.
Hey, you still have a chance to be a human.
Yeah.
You could
A
still
chance.
become
We don't have anything else.
Please
I
be
can't
cobbled. Please be
revivify
cobbled.
you.
Please be cobbled.
I think that.
I mean,
it
I'll
should-
take it over nothing.
I think that it should just change your feature, not your stats and your. I think in the normal spell, it technically does, but that's
We don't use the racial stats.
yeah. So honestly, you have nothing to lose by not being human after being created as a human.
That's true. Might
But I don't think you would lose a feat. Like, you just suddenly forget how to be alert because now you're a cat?
Yeah.
Well, since the feat is a human feature, it is reasonable to think that that could be traded. Trade up the feat for the other thing. I think the stats being left alone is totally fine, but if we're changing the features, then human's feature is extra feat. So, I think that's not unreasonable, and we'd have to talk about it.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't really want to lose one of my feats. I like my feats.
Yeah, feats are very powerful. Anyway, so, nobody interrupts that. We'll find out next time what he becomes. But as for you, as for all of you there will kind of see the atomized Vendar sludge kind of begin to glow and lift off of the different surfaces, becoming motes of light that all kind of swirl and gather in front of Jebel. And form this body, whatever that body is to become. We'll find out next time. However, you see as this new body forms that a small circular portal is going to open at ground level next to the foot of Vendar. And you're going to see Lord Squeakers II kind of bound out of it in that little arching hop. And you're going to see that strapped to him, there's going to be these little, like, twine over his shoulders, like a little backpack, strapping a small glass orb to him. With a little, for all intents and purposes, it looks like parchment with writing on it. But as you take hold of it, you realize that it has, like, no weight, no mass at all. And on it is written in Celestial. So Raiken can read it. As it just says, "Found this floating in the sea, think it belongs to you. Tell Vendar he's doing a good job."
I think as soon as Larametis sees Squeakers with it and identifies like what it is from that, he just looks very earnestly at Squeakers, Lord Squeakers III, and says thank you.
Lord Squeakers III salutes.
Raiken will try to pet Lord Squeakers.
Now we need to get that away from the spell.
Los Squeakers the third.
Second. Third.
I mean, if it's third, it's third if that one, if you consider that one to have died with the bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Cyrus the Second. He's Vendar the Second.
And I think we'll call it there so that we can find out what he turns into next time.
Oh, leaving us on that guy.
I am.
Well, because I need to construct the table. Because I wanted to make it more.
Gonna make a whole fun thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna take some explaining, depending on what I turn out to be.
It just wasn't something that I could do in the next 5 minutes, so...
At some point it was gonna happen when Jebel has been looking
He's been threatening it for like 3 years.
He's been dying for it. Ever since he got the spell.
If I had my 9th level spell, I would have replicated Resurrection instead.
Yeah, I can.
Mostly because it's instantaneous.
I used all my spell slots, so I can't dispel magic anyway. I just.
Like I would have definitely preferred just the resurrection, but I'm gonna take. I'd take any resurrection. Anything's better than being dead.
That.
It's gonna be so funny if it turn into something other than a human and you meet your family again. It's like, yeah, so funny story.
Explaining.
That was excellently done. That was a beautiful sacrifice.
Very cinematic.
Yep. That was fun.
I get blinded and deaf and think I'm gonna die. Well, fuck you, Tatsuya.
I know it's hard to say to Vendor the next time he sees him. It'll be great.
I'm glad I was sitting all the way over there.
D100.
Thing is though, I do have a fire resistant potion that I did not think about using earlier in the match.
I can't believe I almost maximized 2 D100s.
Yeah, that was really impressive, honestly.
Just enough. It was perfect.
97 and 80.
I got the bad D100 roll out of the way first.
Yeah, you
that
did.
Way it just opened up you to just go to town.
I was like, well, you know, D100 can be super powerful, but it can be super weak. That's good for, like, this mixture, maybe. Gets a good one or a bad one. Like, that's cool. Plus 40, so it's always worth it. Man. I did expect something to be, like, single digits. Like, okay, that does, like, 45 damage, but damn.
That fight didn't even last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
It didn't. It didn't.
But then he got cocky, so I blew him the fuck up.
Honestly, I think the point was just D100, so that some of them are just duds.
Shouldn't have come after me.
We're giving up on trying to save Tatsuya at this point, right?
We have his soul. We can save it.
Literally, yeah, we got it. We
got his soul in a little pendant.
We heard Asmodeus put Tiamat in the corner.
Yeah, because the Raven Queen tattled on her.
Fucking narc.
I love God drama.
This one's mine. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I want everybody to take 10,000 experience.
Ah,
Oh.
I get that too, right?
Yes,
Level
you
20,
get that
right?
too.
Oh, you died.
You died. You're back to level 19 with me. Come
You,
on.
you get 11,000 experience because you blew yourself up.
That's
Nice.
fair. Yeah.
Oh, so
Absolutely.
God damn it! I'm 1,400 away.
You should bum 1,000 off of Vendor.
I'm about 4,003.
I still need 30,000.
I am 3,475.
Nice. So pretty much everybody's gonna get there next time.
I am level 20.
Oh, whoa.
I'll make it in a
Congrats.
month or so.
When I come back, hopefully on something that's good for stealth. Be nice if I came back as like a tabaxi as opposed to like an elephant man or a Goliath.
How do you feel about centaurs, Tristan?
Fucking hate that they try to make them player races. Like,
GIF.
the world just isn't designed for them. You could make the world designed for them, I guess, but I haven't been.
What about flumps?
That's not a player race.
No.
Ah, come on.
No.
Come on.
Alright, hey.
Flume was 100.
Everybody got your 10,000 experience. That was an amazing fight with an amazing sacrifice at the end. Thank you, Vendar, for giving us an amazing story to tell. And I will see you all next time.
Indeed.
Bye, stream.
Bye.
Bye.